All right, I think we're live. Once again, for some reason, I am hosting this show because Eli is close to me somewhere in town. I don't know where he is. I don't really care. I'm not going to see him. He keeps texting me like 10 times a day. Um, but hello and welcome to GoldBoys Primetime. I got the title right. This is Wednesday edition. My boy FinesseTheBooks. And we have another friend coming on later on. A little bit of a surprise, I think. Or isn't it? I think it's in the title, actually. It's in the title. You guys know. My boy Eytan's coming on later. We had a sneaky, I feel like it was a quiet, great day yesterday. Uh, I mean, there was a lot of attention to me almost getting a Rosarena's feet and exit velo on the money. I mean, that was this close to getting that right. But also, Francisco Alvarez went yard. Mookie Betts finished my night off. And then for you, you had Cody Bellinger and you had what was the other one? You had another one.
Big meat.
Big Meat Pete. I thought then I was a third. You sure it was just those two?
I ain't hit much last night, so I think that's it.
I mean, we didn't go that crazy with home runs. We were being. I went 3 for 6 on the promos, which is fantastic. I mean, you get 3 right. The only problem is I had a few little like sprinkle parlays and I had them in different directions and kind of messed me up. Tatis would have went yard yesterday. I would have had a fantastic day. Of course, he goes yard today, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
At least he did it. He's not on the ban list. Waited till I think the 8th or 9th inning to do it. Whatever. What are you gonna do? Gary Sanchez, 2 home runs. Should have saw that coming. Um, we have not that many games tonight because obviously a lot of the games were played already. I said to myself when I woke up today, I said, I'm gonna have the most legendary, incredible day of gambling. And I'm telling you
Yes.
right now, I almost had one hell of a start. I put $50, which is insane for me. I was going to put $50 in bonus bets. I don't give a shit about bonus money. I will do some reckless things with it. I got so impatient. I put my own hard-earned money, and I put a parlay of Matt Olson, Shohei Ohtani did a home run, Riley Green 2 bases, Christian Yelich 2 bases.
Mm.
Everything cashed except for the guy who is not even human and can hit home runs with his eyes closed. And you know what? I can't even blame the Braves for pitching around him late in the game. Yeah, sure, they were up 6 or 7 runs, but they pitched to him multiple times earlier in the game. They gave him the opportunities. He didn't take it. I can't really bitch too much about it. But I almost won $2,000. And I'm telling you right now, I really wanted to use that video of Leonardo DiCaprio saying, just like that, I made $2,000. I wanted to use it so bad. I was ready to use it. I said, Shohei's going to get up. He's going to hit a bomb. I don't even think they threw him a strike. I saw 3-0 count. I went back to work. I looked again. He was on first base. I think they pitched. I think he had 4 straight balls. What are you going to do?
Can only use that video once a week, bro. That's it. That's the limit.
I mean, I will use that video every time I hit for $2,000. Every single time. It is perfect.
Hey,
But the problem is, it is very hard to win $2,000. It's not easy. But so we have a few. Actually, this first game, let's get right into it. It's going to start about a half
hey,
hour.
let me take a second though. Let me take a second though. I'm sure that people already know, right?
Mm.
But I just want to give you a motherfucking flowers. You picked one of the coldest baseball players on earth and told the people that you had a vision, right? And you displayed that vision to the people, right? And the motherfucker did it. I was flabbergasted when it happened. I could not believe it. So shout out to you and shout out to the visions. And yeah, like you said, let's do it again.
Yeah, I blame the wind. I think that my dream didn't factor in to the wind, and I think it would have went an extra 6 feet at 421 if the
Hey,
wind didn't blow a certain direction during that.
you'll
It
take
was
it.
it's all right. It was close enough.
Close enough.
And I'm going to be honest, this 640 game, I don't know if I have any interest in betting it. The Phillies versus the Marlins. It's going to be a tough division game. Obviously, 2 solid pitchers on the mound. Zach Wheeler, a little bit of a disappointment this season. I thought he was going to be Cy Young candidate. I actually put my hard-earned money on him to win the Cy Young this year, even though he's a Philly, even though he's a former Met. Talked a lot of shit about the Mets. He's an incredible pitcher with a great arsenal. These division games are kind of tough, though, especially in the National League. I don't think I'm going to have anything for this game. What about you?
Yeah, I don't blame you. Super low total too. So I'm super honed in on one guy. So obviously Braxton Garrett, the lefties on the mound for Miami. He's been much worse to righties as opposed to lefties. Obviously, that's normal because he's a lefty. But a ton of regression to his last 5 starts to righties. Last 5 starts to righties, allowing a 600 slugging, 14% extra base hit rate, and a 50% hard hit rate. Those are astronomical numbers. He's been much worse at home this year too. ERA almost a full 3 runs higher. 12 of his 15 home runs have been allowed at home. Um, and yeah, that's leading bad against righties, bad at home. That leads to his worst spot being at home to righties. So I like Alec Bohm tonight. Let me get the odds and stuff. I played him a couple different ways. So I'm taking his total bases at plus 112, his double at plus 310, and his home run at plus 630. Not a big home run guy. I do understand that, but a lot of his power comes against the left side. He's one of the hottest Philly batters right now. Batting 375, 531 slugging over his last 9 games. Crushes left-handed pitching, especially lately. Last 28 at bats, he's hitting 500 versus lefties and a 308 ISO. So over 300 ISO for a guy that's not a power hitter. That's pretty good. So I think there's multiple ways to cash these tickets. Obviously, a double, couple of hits. I think everything is on the board. So yeah, I like Alec Bohm tonight. Trey Turner's been struggling as well, but I think it's a good spot for him to hit up Braxton as well. I didn't go official on him, but I like spot for Turner as well.
Yeah, and it's always a good sign when you got a guy going against a high K rate pitcher, and in 6 at bats he hasn't struck out against him. Garrett, I think his average, he's like high 9s per K9, so it's definitely solid. Especially batting number 2, he's gonna get that extra at bat most likely. You hope for 5. Sometimes that factors into the odds. Did you see the odds for the home run?
Yeah, plus what else? Plus 630. Plus 630.
Plus 630, and
Yep.
with the chance to get that extra at bat, that is solid. That's a good. I just love when they flip around the order a little bit, and you got a guy, a high odds guy with the opportunity, may get 5, maybe 6 at bats if they have a really, really good day.
Yep.
So that's definitely solid. I'm gonna stay away from that game, but by all means, plus 630. That's definitely something to look at. Next game we have is the Rays and the Yankees. I am not summoning Wander Franco, by the way. Not doing it. I do have a play for this game that I'm going with. I'm gonna build. I'm gonna win $1 million today. I'm calling it now. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. I'm working on it. TBD. But I do have a play for this game. What do you got?
I mean, I don't like much. I ain't do a lot of digging today. My plan was to not bet MLB, but wanted to come on here, chop it up with the boys. So just kind of looking surface level. Obviously, 2 great pitchers on the mound. But there's a couple guys for the Yankees. Exactly why I didn't go official. I'm not ready to trust. I'm not jumping for joy trusting any of these Yankee guys, but I like Giancarlo tonight. You're getting north of plus 300, which is you're not going to get every day. Again, not official. These are just what I like. He's destroying that pitch mix he's going to see from McClanahan. Especially the fastball. He throws 45% of the time to righties. And Harrison Beta. Harrison Beta is a lefty killer. Probably the best guy, most consistent guy versus lefties in this lineup versus the Yankees. So just a couple guys I like. However you want to, play that. Hits, run, RBI is always an option. Total bases, stuff like that. But if Giancarlo makes contact tonight, which is um, always a possibility, he doesn't hit any balls ever for a stretch. But if he makes contact, I think it's going to be super super hard contact. So I like Giancarlo and I like Harrison Beta.
I mean, that's the key for him. If he makes contact, ball goes far, but
Yeah,
it's
simple.
if he sees a slider, he's gonna swing in it like Javi Baez at times. Let me just double check the odds before I start talking about it. I'm going with a guy who hasn't, the odds actually went down. I'm going with a guy who's never faced Garrett Cole. And I'm hoping that this guy is going to be a thorn in Garrett Cole's side for years to come. Not only because I hate the Yankees, not only because I hate Yankee fans, not only because I just love seeing Garrett Cole upset. It's the best thing in the world. I'm going with Luke Raley, plus 470. I completely dropped the ball because earlier today I said I want to go a Raley parlay. And Raleigh hit a home run. Now it's Rayleigh's turn. All right. I dropped the ball. That's fine. I just think that Luke Rayleigh can hit Garrett Cole's pitch mix. Doesn't have to worry about the sweeper. Doesn't really have to worry about the cutter. Fastball, he murders. Changeups, he murders. Slider is going to be a little bit of a problem with him. Obviously, Garrett Cole's fastball is not an ordinary fastball. It's one of the best spin rates in the league. But I think this is the sleepy guy in the Rays lineup that could keep them in this game. So I'm going to go Luke Rayleigh at plus 470. That is my little long shot. The odds were actually plus 5 something earlier today when I looked at it. It dropped a little bit. I got to deal with it. Oh, well, he's still going to hit a home run. Thoughts? You're muted.
Sorry about that. I get 3 of those per show. If I use all 3, I'm out of here. Yeah, Rayleigh's a guy that not a lot of people talk about. And he's another guy. If he makes contact, it's going to be hard contact most likely. And yeah, sitting in the middle of that lineup, I like it.
And Garrett Cole's always been a little bit susceptible to lefty power at times. I mean, we saw for a little stretch, G-Man Choi on the Rays, back when he was on the Rays, was abusing Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole hated to see him. Then he got a little bit of revenge the next season and did his thing. So I got one home run play so far. Was your play official? Your Bone was official, right? That was an official play?
Bone was official, yep.
Okay. So we got a home run each going so far. This next game, personally, I'm not betting on a home run. I'm betting on something else. Orioles and Blue Jays. What you got?
So I like Mountcastle. Again, however you want to play it, whether it's total bases, home run, whatever you want to do, just year long. I mean, another guy absolutely crushing lefties. 341 ISO, 428 WOBA, season long to lefties. Fastball, slider, those are the main 2 pitches he's going to see, and he absolutely demolishes both of those pitches. So, came back from injury. He's been doing his thing at the top of this Baltimore lineup. So I like him again. I'll try to get best odds for you because I do not have those. But yeah, really zoned in on Mountcastle tonight.
So I lied. I do have a parlay. I put it on Twitter already. I do have a 2-legger home run parlay that I put in already for this game. It's Vladdy and Mountcastle, for obvious reasons. Vladdy's a little bit tricky here. So Rodriguez hasn't been susceptible to the long ball lately. He has changed his approach. He is working the strike zone. Oh my God, strike zone. Holy shit. He's working the strike zone and he's becoming more of a pitcher. He's pitching to these guys instead of going for the strikeouts. But he's still getting hit a little hard. So, but what that tells me is like when a guy starts getting in that mode, they make less mistakes. They give up more singles, more doubles, more like basically, I just don't want to bet on a home run just straight up in this game, especially for a lotto if I'm building. But I do think Vladdy's going to have a decent day here. Obviously, Vladdy's a reverse split guy, prefers righties, hits for more contact versus lefties. He's a weird individual, this guy. I took Vladdy for 2 RBIs instead of a home run just to get off that market for this game. In case Rodriguez wants to keep doing this thing where he keeps the ball in the park, gives up little base hits and stuff like that. I think Vladdy in the 3-hole here is an opportunity at plus 450 to knock in 2 RBIs. You know what I mean? You get 2 singles, you got a man on second, maybe you got second and third, you get it in 1 shot. But I'll take that over a home run, and I'm probably going to regret this. He's probably going to hit a solo shot, probably going to make me look stupid. But if he does, who cares? Because I already got a parlay with him that home run. So I'm going to go with 2 RBIs at plus 450.
Love it. Love that. And he's a great fastball hitter too. So like you said, Rodriguez, G-Rod likes to challenge guys at time, top of the zone, stuff like that with that heat. So if he catches one, he's going a long way. I like it.
And that's great. That was perfect. I already had the parlay, and we have a guy from each side, and it's plus 2,000. So if you want to jump in on a 2-leg home run parlay, I love me a plus 2,000 home run. See, it kind of sucks. Like you get a little disappointed when you get 2 right in the game, and it's like plus 1,500, and it's like, but something about plus 2,000, 20 to 1, it just feels right. You know what I mean?
And Mountcastle base, you still get that plus money on DraftKings. So really like that spot too.
Nah, what is the next game? I feel like we're flying through these games right now. I may have to slow down. Maybe I'm just gonna go to the bathroom for like 5 minutes. You want to take over? Could you handle a solo show?
Do what you got to do, bro. We adaptable. You know, we adapt, we adjust,
What
and we
would you
power
do
through.
if there was just a screen in front of you? See, this is where I freak out. See, Eli does this stupid little thing, right? He puts me on a full screen, and now I'm looking at myself, talking to myself. It is the strangest. I don't know how people sit there. There's
You get
people that
butterflies.
do solo podcasts and they sit there and they talk to themselves for an hour straight. How the hell do you do? You have to be a crazy person.
I could do that. I could do that. I love talking. So talking to myself, I have
you
no problem with
you
that.
talk to yourself,
Yeah, all the time. I'm a talker, Jerry.
to yourself.
To whoever will listen.
There's nobody listening. You're by yourself. You
Listen,
listen to
we
yourself.
we got. I listen to myself all the time. You got
You
to go
can't
with the heart.
you can't do it quietly in your own head.
I mean, you could, but it's just not. Alone at the house. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do, Jerry. You do the same. Just stop.
I talk to myself in my
Your
own head.
visions when you want to train. Okay, when you want to train, having your visions, you sit there and you mumble to yourself.
The only time I talk to myself on the train is when it's crowded and I want to get people to fuck up so I get a seat. I will just start mumbling. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, the weather outside is so rainy outside, and all of a sudden people scatter, right? Or either
if I
that or I fart. One or the other. It always works.
if I saw you on the train, I'm not giving my seat to you.
I'll
Just
fart
so
in
you
your
know that.
face.
I mean, that's unsanitary, Jerry.
You got to do what you got to do. And then,
Just
you know
let it
what
go
really
right in my
sucks?
face.
This is what really sucks, right? When you just get a seat and you see a pregnant woman get on the train,
You
and
have to.
I gotta sit there for the next 7 stops feeling guilty that I did not give my seat up to that pregnant woman. It is the worst feeling in the world. And she's standing right in front of me, and I'm just like, this sucks, man. It is terrible.
See, noticing that story, you ain't get up though.
You
You just
gotta
stayed. You
hold your
just stayed
ground.
there.
You gotta hold your ground. You know what I mean? If I get up once, I gotta get up every time. I can't just pick and choose who I get up for. It's a whole thing. You know what I mean? You gotta stick to your morals.
You cancel, Jerry.
That's all right. If I haven't been canceled already, I'll tell you. I can't believe I have a job. Like, it is unbelievable. I curse every 5 seconds and somehow people still enjoy listening to me.
I'm
I
right there
can't
with
help it,
you.
by the way. I try to like not curse. I don't know what it's literally an actual curse talking the way you do. I was on a radio show last week and I was petrified the entire time because in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm going to say fuck. I'm going to say shit. It's just how I talk. It literally comes out naturally. I'm like, please don't curse. Please don't curse. Please don't curse.
Hey, I know the feeling. Every time I'm doing an appearance somewhere, that's the first question I ask the guy who's running. I'm like, "Can I curse? If so, what level of 1 to 10?" It's the first question I ask.
I try not to abuse it, but people don't understand. It just, especially being in construction, the names that we call each other and the curse words that come out of our mouth, and people think we're arguing, but this is just how we talk. It is
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
It is so bad. And the stereotype about construction workers is 100% true.
You work
Big
in the
potty
city?
mouth. I work in the city. Big
Yeah,
potty mouths.
yeah.
But I just got through, and self-consciously I did it. I just got through the last 3 minutes without saying a cuss word. So how about that, huh? 626. Son of a biscuit eating gravy. All right. 640 game start. All right. I'm gonna parlay. I'm gonna start my parlay at 7. So we got some time. We got some time. Twins and Cardinals. What do we got? We got Joe Ryan and Dakota Hudson on the mound. This one I was staring at for a little while. It gave me a little bit of a headache. I don't know what I want to do yet. I have an idea, but I haven't decided yet. Did you?
Yeah, I looked at this game for a little while. Don't know how long Dakota Hudson's gonna pitch for. Um, not super ecstatic to fade Ryan in any manner, so I'm gonna just skip this one.
I had this weird feeling today.
Here we go.
I don't know exactly. I didn't look too deep into it, but this was in my brain earlier today. Just bet the basic Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado parlay home run and walk away from this game. That
Mm.
was in my head all day today. Bet that. Completely forgot about this game until I just looked at the game and I remembered Goldschmidt, Arenado, walk away. That's what was in my head because I did that a few times last year and it was actually worked out for me. I haven't parlayed them once this year. Not once. This is going to be my first time doing it this season. And you know what? I think I'm going to hit. I'm calling it right now. This is the first time I'm doing it this season. It worked out for me last season. Goldschmidt, Arenado, home run parlay, walk away. It almost rhymes. I almost sound like a rapper. I don't know. Bars. I don't know. I'm going to win some money tonight.
Let's go.
And just like that, we're moving on. I got to get I got to get into a flow. I have to have a list. I need a list of games in front of me so I'm not going back. We have the White Sox and the Rangers. Sellers versus buyers. I didn't bet this game. Not yet. Maybe you can convince me otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at C strikeouts. I mean, that'd be my only lean. Don't have a lot. I mean, I'm really interested in the next game we'll talk about, but don't have a lot on this one.
It's like this is one of those games where it's like you got to have something on this game, right? This is not like the freaking Pirates and the Royals or something like that. This is a lot of potential on both sides. And even though the White Sox are sellers, you still have Robert and Jimenez in the lineup. Andrew Vaughn's still there. Tim Anderson, you could be interested in maybe scoring a run. And obviously, the other side, you have Simeon, Seager, Nathaniel Lowe. Oh, what if we do a low parlay? Call it the get low parlay. I think I'm putting our producer to sleep. He looks very uninterested. Are you muted?
Not anymore.
I wasn't talking to you. You're not supposed to even exist.
Oh, damn. That's strike two, Jerry. God damn.
Finesse was muted. The producer gets on and unmutes himself. In show business, the producer doesn't exist. He's not supposed to butt into the show. He's not supposed to show his face, talk. He does not exist. He's behind the camera. This guy just blew it by unmuting himself and speaking on my show.
This is an internet stream.
This is show business, baby.
No,
this is my
it's not.
show. What is it called? GoldBoys Primetime
Online
Show.
Streaming. No, it's not.
It's called a show.
No, it's just called GoldBoys Primetime.
Listen, Eli's not here. This is my show now. You know what? Maybe I'll change the name. I'll do whatever I want. I'm the host. You're butting into my show now. You're not supposed to even exist.
Hey, the producer got some power. He could probably make it look like Giraffe or something. You know, put a filter. So
he's good. He ain't that good, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't want to give him no ideas. I'm sorry, Tone. You're
That's
beautiful.
what I'm saying, you know. So real quick, I'm just kind of skimming, right? Adolis Garcia, right? He cashed a lot of people out yesterday. Really good spot for him again. Cease's slightly more susceptible to righties. Sitting in the middle of that lineup, he's going to see, 85% of the time, Adolis is going to see a four-seamer and a slider, and he absolutely demolishes those pitches. So, gaining some momentum right now, sitting, in the middle of that lineup. However you want to attack it, whether it's the home run market or HRR market, looks like another good spot for Adolis.
That is true. You know what? We'll get back to this game. I can't make up my mind. This is one of those games. It's too much to process right now. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown if I stare at this game for another 5 seconds. Let's just move on. I don't want to cry in front of everybody. Do you? I don't. The Cubs and the Reds. I hate when people have son in their name. Brandon Williamson. I don't know what it is. Just name him Brandon William. Why do you have to have the son added to it? I don't understand it. We have two lefties on the mound. Drew Smiley, who's his numbers don't do him justice. He's been very effective this season. Did you see that Patrick Wisdom came in yesterday and hit a pinch hit home run? He was pinch hitting for Dansby Swanson, who had 2 home runs. Imagine facing that lineup where you're like, finally, this guy's out of the game. And here comes Patrick Wisdom, big home run. The Cubs, this is the scary thing about betting on a team that scores. When you score 20 runs, I've seen it this season. Next season, the next game is usually kind of a dud.
Yep.
You feel, you're always saying, if as a fan of your team, save some for tomorrow because you know it's coming. So it's a little bit scary. I don't know if I want to touch this game. I have to. I have to touch this game. I can't. If I'm gonna win $1 million tonight, I can't be skipping games. You know what I mean? This is unacceptable. I have to bet something, and I want to bet on Patrick Wisdom, but I hate that he's batting ninth, just for the fact that you're pretty much chalked. You're not gonna get that extra at bat, but I'm gonna do it anyway. What do you think?
Yeah, so I'm gonna couple different things. Again, I think every single time I've been on the show, I've mentioned Bellinger. If you got to find a way to bet Bellinger almost every single time. So I'm gonna be on his hits, runs, and RBIs. That one is pretty simple. I can't believe it's still not an unplayable price. I got it at -130. Hit this 7 in his last 10 games. Absolute lefty killer. Last 48 at bats. Where is it? Yeah, last 48 at bats, he's hitting 409 versus lefties with a 250 ISO and a 200 WRC plus. So he's also absolutely crushed the Reds in his career. 3+ hits in his last 5, 3+ hits in 3 of his last 5 versus the Reds. And he's cashed his HRR in all 5 of those games. So like Cody. So I'm on his HRR. Also put a little hit late together. 3 guys: Matt McClain, Cody Bellinger, and Spencer Steer. That's +180 on DK. All 3 guys lefty killers. That one's pretty simple. All 3 guys do well against the pitch mix. And then I parlay Spencer Steer 2+ bases and Cody Bellinger 2+ bases. That's +360 on DraftKings. So Spencer Steer's heating up right now. Absolute lefty killer. Good against the pitch mix. You know, the normal stuff we talk about. So a lot of action in this game. Really like Belly tonight. And then like kind of expanding on that, getting some plus money for the hit lay parlay and the bases parlay.
That was fantastic. I think the attention got ruined. Our producer sucks. So this guy might be worse than Eli. I think he did something. This is what I can't see what happened, but I see people in chat saying, "Who the fuck is that? That's not Jerry."
Sound like,
So
sound
this
like
is
we're on
my
a mountain
assumption.
right now.
My assumption is my buddy Eytan took my spot on the screen, and I'm almost positive that's what happened.
It did happen for 5 seconds.
Because everybody's like, "Who the fuck is that?" If you don't know, this is my buddy Eytan. Did you fix it, Tone? Is he in
Yeah,
now?
you are all on
Jesus.
now. Everything's correct.
Oh my god! I'm telling you, they
My
gotta up
apologies.
the
I brought
budget.
you, Jerry. I brought you a present too. You
What'd
know,
you-
I brought you something.
You
All
brought
right,
me.
hold
What'd you
on,
bring me? Let's see this. The fuck is that? What is that?
It's gritty, cuz.
I'm creeped the fuck out right now.
So Jerry came out last time as I'm all chroma keyed out. I'm sure this like orange on a green screen is gonna fuck with this thing with a dog mask and just threw Eli and me, or maybe just me. I don't know if Eli was used to that shit or not. So I was looking for a dog mask to come back, and this is the only thing that I have in my house. The Flyers gave it to me when I was doing something here locally in Philly. It's the mascot. This is our mascot. This is the most hideous thing you'll ever see outside of that big fat baby down in New Orleans.
Oh my god, that's incredible. The fact that you have that thing in your house.
Well, my wife tried to get rid of it twice, and I found that sucker. Trust me, you ain't getting rid of this thing. All right, I'm gonna die with this fucking thing.
I'm glad you said you're in front of a green screen. I thought you were on like Shrek's ass or something like that.
No. I forgot that I can't use green screen, and I got fake wood behind me. What's up, fellas?
How you doing? How's your bets been going lately? I've been seeing some good things.
Yeah, not bad. You always see the highlights, right? You always see the fucking the W's out there. I'm ready for football, and that's not like a negative, but it's just baseball is fun. It's just a grind, right? And I feel like it's so hard because you have to forget stuff. Whereas like there's so much that goes into the NFL, college. There's so much that goes in. Now we have more days to bet football, which is fantastic. More things to bet on it. But, you go 0 for 3 on some stuff. A guy doesn't hit a jack or, I'm on that too, by the way, on Bellinger 2+. Love that. Fantastic. It's like, okay, guys hitting 330 or, you've got X Woba or you got stuff that just, it takes time over 162. I'm fried. Like, it's not a negative. I'm not getting crushed. It's nothing like that. I'd love to hit a fucking home run here or there, but I'm just fried. I'm ready for football. I'm betting this preseason game, and I don't want to hear any judgment.
I see people every year making money on the preseason. There's ways. I mean, it's a gamble. It's called gambling, but you know what I mean. But people find
hits are easier than home runs, right, Jerry?
People. So I'm a prop better. I'm not more of a prop better. I am a prop better. I don't bet sides. I don't bet totals. It's just it's not for everybody. But there are people who go into the preseason, the end of the preseason, they're like, I went 20-5 or something like that. And it's very impressive. Whatever they're doing, God bless them. I have no interest because I'm not going to put $10 on Dolphins to cover a spread in a preseason. It just doesn't do it for me. You know what I mean? But there are people that look at gambling as a true investment, which has been a thing for a long time. So you have guys that are putting 200, 300, real big bankrolls. That's their name of the game. But me, I can't wait for those props.
I'm with you, brother. There's something too where, like, we've seen it. The prop world continues to expand. There's competition. It's a prop war now between books. What gets offered, what doesn't. Stuff on like Bet365 or areas where it's like you can only bet. Look at this guy, where you can only bet certain spots.
At the stadium. You see this guy?
Oh,
literally.
Yeah.
Literally in line. I have like 60 seconds, but I bet Mountcastle and I bet Franco. Jerry, did you bet Franco today or no?
I did not summon him. I mentioned it on the show that I did not summon him. I summoned.
Can you do it though? Can you do it real quick? Because I did. I bet him.
Why do I care what you do?
Why don't we all do it together?
We're buddies, man.
We're friends. Yeah. I don't want to see you do better than me.
Come on, man.
Equally good or worse.
Listen.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Good luck to you. I'm on Rayleigh, and that's that.
All right. Well, I gotta go.
Bye.
Go Yankees.
Ugly fucking prick.
You guys don't like Mountcastle too? What's he got? 4 jacks and 10 at bats, 5 hits versus Kikuchi. You're not going to pitch around him, are you?
Finesse likes him. I already had him in Parlay. We have him all locked and loaded.
Everybody but Jerry likes him.
No, I already put him in Parlay. I have him plus 2,000 for him and Vladdy.
Beautiful. Awesome.
So let me get this parlay out. Let me just get people updated, and we'll go back and see if some of the games you have money on. I have. This is how I'm gonna win $46,000 tonight. All right, this is what I'm doing.
Yep.
Rayleigh, Guerrero, Patrick Wisdom. I'm sorry, Guerrero for 2 RBIs, not a home run. 2 RBIs. Arenado, Goldschmidt, and that's it. And Patrick Wisdom. Plus 400,000 odds. All right, putting 1150 to win 46,000. I want to feel that feeling of win. I haven't won 46,000 in 2.5 years. I'm a one-hit wonder. I don't want to be a one-hit wonder anymore. All right, I don't want people to call me. Who's a one-hit wonder? Think of somebody. MC Hammer.
Hammerhead hits. Chumbawamba, that's not bad.
Millie Vanilli?
Yeah, didn't they have a second one though?
Ice Spice.
Like
Ice Spice is
Vanilla
not
Ice?
a one-hit wonder.
What?
Show some
Vanilla
respect.
Ice?
Vanilla Ice, yeah, he's a one-hit wonder, right?
What was his next song? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one? You can't really go with that, can you?
I don't even know what that is.
Don't waste your time. I'm saving you.
Yeah,
I'm saving you about 30 brain cells right now, brother.
Oh, I'm gonna go on a deep binge later on.
Don't do it, man. Do not Google Go Ninja Go Vanilla Ice. Just don't do that.
God.
All right?
That sounds terrible.
That was the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
That was in what, 1992 or something like that?
Man, I'm showing my age if my grades don't already give it away.
You don't look
so
a day over
stop.
39.
Yeah, right. You know, a couple of years ago I could hold that. Now I just can't.
Let's
Fine,
double back a little bit. Do you have anything on the Rays and the Yankees?
I don't think I have anything specific here. I really was tempted to just take Tampa on this and kind of fade Garrett Cole and the Yankees at home. I don't know, is that going to ruin Eli's night? But
I hope so.
I guess that shouldn't, right? I guess that shouldn't matter to me if I'm hitting a bet. There wasn't anything like player prop specific. I didn't really want to tempt fate here with the two pitchers. But if I was going to lean on the Rays, I did not bet it. So I know I have a little bit of time. There wasn't anything specific that jumped out. No player props or anything either. So I think I would ultimately just take the Rays on a side or pass, to be honest. No, wait. I'm sorry. No, Jays. The next game I do, not this one. Sorry. I'm all twisted. I do have a wire FI going right now, by the way, in this Phillies Marlins game. I got it at plus 122. So this, I'm just hoping they can get to Garrett, since a lot of people have been getting to Garrett as of recent, and his ERA has been a little high there. So a little live sweat for me if anybody wants to fade and root against me.
Do people like doing that?
Yeah.
No,
because
they like saying it. They like saying it. They don't actually. You never see a ticket. You notice that?
That's true. That is true. I don't think that. I don't know if they just don't have the money or the stones to do it, right? Like, because it could just be people who just tweet or post and be like, "I hate you," because that's what they do, right? They just do it to everything, and they consume it. It's probably the people that consume your content the most that keep coming back. Like, that's a proven fact with, talk radio and all that other stuff. But yeah, you're right, man. I don't see enough. I'm about to call people out. All right, you fading my ass? Let me see the slip. Because
I'm telling you right now, people know it's probably the most obnoxious thing you can say, because people are fans. I'm not saying that I hate that word, fans, but it's the reality of it. When people absorb your content over and over, they are a fan of your work, but mentally they're 12. So instead of, if they're not getting, if they write to you or something, they don't get a reaction, they may hate you now, but they'll still absorb your content because you didn't reply to their tweet or response. So they say, how can I get a reaction out of this guy that I watch every single day? I'm going to say, I'm fading this, or I'm going to say something nasty. And then that's how they just keep going. And they try to get interactions, and they basically just want to bust balls just to talk to someone they see on the screen every day. But they never show a ticket. I see people do it to people all the time where they're like, this guy makes me so much money. And they have the emoji with the smiley face with the money signs and thanks for the fade. Never a fucking ticket. Never a ticket.
You know what, man? I'm going to start running a burner or two, and it's just going to auto fade my shit. Right. And if there's ever a miss, I'll put the ticket, because you're right. Either way, it's people just coming to my account. They'll either look at the burners and be like, damn, this motherfucker doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Or I can just tag the burners each time and be like, what, like chest out and stuff. That's not bad. You just planted a little bug in my ear here. If anti-Shander 1, anti-Shander 2, I think I can do that.
You got to be careful.
I'm not smart enough to have complex names.
You may start a whole cult before you know it. You may influence a bunch of people to hate you.
Come to Philadelphia. I already have. Trust me.
All right. So you said you have something on the Orioles and Jays?
Yeah. So since this is going so well here in this first game, I also jumped on NRFI for the O's and Jays. I mean, look, I'm basically betting one side here ultimately that covers it, but I got some pretty good value on that. I know the game just started, right, technically here, but this is all about Rodriguez. Like, I'm okay, even though I got a couple of guys hitting home runs against Kikuchi, just betting that's not going to be in the first inning, and that this is about Grayson Rodriguez, the K rate, at least being able to get out of a jam. I understand there's some other areas of concern, but able on the road to rely a little bit on the strikeout. Took a little shot there for the YRFI. And then, like you guys, this morning was all over Mountcastle. That was one of the jacks that I jumped on. I got him at 5-1 and thought with his history there, and I'm sure you guys laid this out, so I don't want to be redundant by any means, but I'm tailing what you guys sold there with Mount. All right.
Someone asked for a little recap. I have Arenado, Goldschmidt. I have them in a parlay, and I have them in this super lotto with Luke Raley, Vladimir Guerrero, and Patrick Wisdom. Plus 400,000. I've never seen a better looking plus 400,000 in my life. It almost makes this looks like I'm gonna hit. And to be honest, I think I'm gonna be rich tonight. Maybe not for some people, maybe not rich, but if I win $46,000 tonight, I am gonna like go to the strip club and just throw $5,000 in the air for no reason, just because I have that much money in front of me. I've never seen that much money in front of me, and I won't because this will be taxed, just like the last time. I thought I was getting 46,000. I got 32. I wanted to go riot. This is why people want to overturn governments. I can see why. I hate it. Taxation is thievery. All right. I feel like I'm working with the mob. Anyways,
Oh,
enough
maybe
of
you're
my
betting
rant.
with the wrong people.
Don't make me get into the whole
Stop giving out a
government shit.
W-2, cuz. Come on.
It's disgusting.
January 6th.
You know something? I was not there, but I looked at. I was looking at the videos real closely to see if I saw anybody that I know from Twitter, because some of these people are absolute maniacs. Anyway, so let's get to the. We already covered Twins and Cardinals. Do you have anything on that game?
No, that's fine. I do not. Actually, yeah, I'm sorry. Just 7Ks for Joe Ryan. I'm going a little heavy there. Plus 132 was the number at the time. I mean, over 5.5 was fine. I believe it was at like minus 150, 152. That number was good for me, but I like him in the game. I like them with the lead. Dakota Hudson, slow starts that he got tagged the last time that these two played. So I think pitching with the lead deeper into this game against the team that's just been given up, I'll take Ryan for 7Ks. I don't mind going the over 5.5, but at 132, I jumped on 7 for him.
Well, I hope he gets a 7Ks for you, and I hope Goldschmidt and Arenado hit piss missiles, and he only gives up 2 runs. We both win.
Yeah, I mean, look, the guy could, like, that's the thing, too, is if you're up 8-4 and those 4 runs come from you and Arenado and Goldschmidt, like, Ryan's not leaving that game unless he's at a high pitch count, which I just don't think it is. So I think there's plenty of room here for you and I to both eat at the same table, right?
I agree.
Okay.
And
I'm already locked into that bet. So if there wasn't and you disagreed, I would have to just say, I'm sorry, brother. It's just, I'll have to eat at another table.
No. You see, just like if my friend Eli hits and Wander Franco, I am not, for the record, I am not summoning Wander Franco today. And I'm really not summoning him now. But I just remembered, I want to do a low parlay. It sounds ridiculous, even saying it, low. The Lowe brothers, I should say. Brandon Lowe and Nathaniel Lowe. I like to bet on nonsense every once in a while. I like to indulge in just pure stupidity. I'm going to bet on 2 brothers today. I'm going to bet on these 2 guys because they have the same birthday. I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care if you think I'm a bad gambler. This is how I have fun. I am going to bet on these 2 brothers to hit a home run on the same day. And we'll see what happens. We're going to see if baseball's truly a brainless sport to bet. We do all this research. We hours we could spend looking at exit velo, trends, pitch mix, everything you could think of. And I'm going to bet on the Lowe brothers. And if they hit a home run and the rest of my bets lose, I am never doing research again.
They said Randy was crazy too. How did that turn out? Look at him now.
And this is very juicy. This is plus 3-6. I always struggle with these. 36.62.
With numbers?
Slop taught me how to do this. 36.62. I always try to say like 3,600. No, 36.62. That's the bottom line because I said so.
Just these 2?
That's it. The Lowe brothers. Just a couple of bros hitting a home run each.
Can we have a better name for this? Like keep it on the low or something like that?
Oh, don't. You're showing your age.
Wait, I didn't think that was that low. Like I've seen people tweet that shit as of recent. With that whole thing with the guy who's dating the woman at the Usher show, that he's here local in Philly, like they're local in Philly. People were saying like, man, you got to keep that shit on the low, keep it on the low. People don't say that anymore. You telling me that people don't say keep it on the low anymore?
No, people still say it. I say it once in a while. It just it sounds very old.
It sounds ancient.
A little bit.
Hey kids, let's keep it on the low. I mean, is that okay? That's what I am to you, Jerry.
Eytan. You know, I respect my veterans and elders. In this, I'm just saying. I'm not gonna say anything bad about you. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna make fun of you.
Why not? Why not? Go ahead.
I have too much respect for you.
Deserve it.
You're old enough to be my uncle. I'm just gonna treat you like my uncle.
You know, I tell you, these things only popped up when I got married and had a kid. All right. I was 42 with not a fucking gray in my beard. All right. That's all I'm gonna say. This shit happened rapidly over the last 3 years. That's all.
33 years old.
Oh, well, that right there is losing a 6-leg parlay on 1 out.
I already lost $2,000 today on Ohtani not hitting a home run. And it sounds stupid to say that. This is how spoiled we are with a guy like Ohtani. Because I shouldn't even mention that. You missed by a home run. Yeah, no shit, because home runs are hard to hit. But it feels like I just missed because of the way Ohtani's been hitting this season. I feel like I missed by a base hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings. I'm not going to be emotional. I'm not truly an emotional guy. But sometimes I get on here and I know there's a bunch of people, and for some reason I just want to cry in front of everybody. I want to let loose, but I'm not going to do that today. We're going to pick another day.
Can you let me know when that day is? Because I want to be watching.
I guarantee you I can make you cry too.
I'm sure you can.
I have a gift. I can make an entire room cry.
Now, in what capacity? Like, are you going to fill my heart with so much like sorrow and emotion that I have no choice but to sympathize and cry? Are you going to embarrass me to the point where it's like, I'm trying to, when people are like wide open, trying to get out of something embarrassing because they know the tears are about to come? Like how are you going to draw the tears out? Because I have no doubt that you can. I'm just preparing. That's all.
I'm just a great talker in certain situations. I will know how to pull on your heartstrings and say the right things, and you're just going to let it out for the first time in years. And then you won't stop because it's been a long time since you cried. So you'll just keep crying. And you will feel like $1 million after.
Okay, but real quick, remember, I'm married with a 2-year-old. I have a 7-month-old pregnant wife, and we live now in a shortened house because we're doing construction. I cried last night.
That sounds pretty rough, brother. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm divorced with 2 kids. I think you got it worse.
I have a 7-month pregnant wife that's living in like an 8x8. It's a pressure cooker. All right.
Oh,
I
goodness.
want to cry. Trust me. Bring it out. I want to cry.
We might have to have a little therapy session after the show's over. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm tailing this low, brothers, by the way.
This is like one of those stupid things that I'm going to do research and talk about certain stats all day. And this is the one that's going to hit. But you know what? I'm not going to put that energy out there because everything's going to hit tonight. How about that?
I love it.
All right. Where did we leave off? This is what fucks me up. See, this is the problem. I got to show some respect to Eli. I got to do it. I talk so much shit. I'm already completely lost in the sauce. All right. What White Sox Rangers? You got anything for that?
Let me see here. Do you have anything for that? And I'll buy time here because I don't think I do. And I keep saying no, and then I'm like, yeah. And Finesse is like, when is this guy going to shut up?
We were talking about it before. I obviously I put in Daniel Lowe with Brandon Lowe, but
no, I don't have anything in this game.
This is one of those games where there's so much potential on both sides. And you feel like this is one of those games where you look at a name and then you bet something else, and then you see the name pop up. You're like, I was looking at that guy's name, but for that reason, I'm out. I'm not even going to get involved. I'm just going to skip it.
Yeah, me too. Not even
Now,
a K prop for Cease.
every time I see the San Francisco Giants are at home, I kind of want to throw up because something about that field, it is the wind, whatever it is difficult to hit home runs. And I feel like I see the most random home runs hit in Oracle every time they're playing at home. And it's like you have something figured out. You have a good matchup. I don't think I've gotten a matchup right in this stadium in a very long time. We have who the fuck is this guy? Slade Sassoni? I didn't even know this guy was coming up. I have no idea who he is. I'm going to be completely transparent. He has a very nice smile, looks handsome, nice little beard, 24 years old, 6'4", 219 pounds. That's all I know about him. Do you ever heard of this guy?
Never. I couldn't pick it. I wouldn't know him if he fell on me. No idea.
And obviously,
I assume he's one of these guys, like when you see it on one of these websites, he doesn't have a face, right? Like it's just a gray caricature. I imagine that, right? He doesn't even have
created
a face.
player.
Yep.
Exactly right.
And I'm usually pretty good about minor league stuff. I've never heard of this guy. I did not know he was coming up. But then again, it's Arizona, and I could probably care less about the entire state. No offense to everybody in Arizona. I just don't know anybody in Arizona. And we know Logan Webb. I can't give anything out smart on this game.
All right. I got something here. Just bear with me. All right. 14 plate appearances, 13 career at-bats against Logan Webb. Jake McCarthy, who has only 2 jacks all year, but hit 8 last year. So some more are coming, by all means. Has hit Logan Webb pretty well. 5 hits. He only has the 1 double. Again, he does not hit home runs, but we're talking about a guy who normally does not hit home runs. And if you want to draw an analogy, like if you know you're only going to have sex like 4 times a year, right? Those circumstances better be perfect, right? Because you know that you're not just going to fall into it ass backwards. Like you really have to make it special and right because you may not have enough. These circumstances, Jake McCarthy's going for it tonight, 15-1 to hit a jack. I'm going to put a small 1/10 of a unit, $10 on Jake McCarthy to go long and treat it like one of his 4 times out.
You got me pumped. That was fantastic. You should be like a coach. Do you coach?
Nobody wants to take advice from me. Anybody that knows me knows not to take advice from me, Jerry.
I would run through a brick wall for you right now. I'm pumped. I am 100% in.
You're going to bet Jake McCarthy to hit a jack. Let's do it.
I'm betting Jake McCarthy to hit an absolute piss missile tonight. I'm in. I never thought I'd utter those words.
Let's do it, my friend.
I'm gonna sprinkle him for a triple too. Why not?
Yes. All right, let's do this here. Community stuff.
I skipped over the Mets Royals game. I swear I didn't do it on purpose. The problem is my ESPN app has the Mets favorited for some reason, even though they are the bane of my existence this season. They come up on the top. So I skipped over it. And I actually do have a play for this game. I'm actually considering a summon. I'm considering it. Do you guys have anything for this game?
Which one are you talking about, Jerry?
The New York Mets, who are the best team in baseball, and the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read your mind right now. You ready? I'm gonna take like Francisco Lindor tonight. If you zoom out, last 60 days versus lefties, the numbers do not look good, but he's definitely heating up versus lefties. He's gonna do really good against the pitch mix he's gonna see. So yeah, I'll take the momentum of Lindor and how he does against your pitch mix and take it for a little dinger.
Okay, I respect that wholeheartedly.
He's going Brett Beatty. That's where he's going.
I'm not going Brett Beatty. I'm going with a baby Met, as we like to call them. As fans, we call them the baby Mets. These are the next generation coming up. This is a guy who has had his struggles in the big leagues. He hasn't looked as good as he did in the minors. This guy was ripping, murdering, smashing baseballs in the minors, specifically to left-handed pitching. Unfortunately, he has come up this season, and he has not hit a home run versus a lefty. He hasn't done it. It's been a little bit of a disappointment because we were trying to get him in that role, Vogelback versus righties, this guy versus lefties. He hasn't done it. I am summoning Mark Vientos to hit his first home run of the season versus a left-handed pitcher at plus 630. This is I don't like to do the summoning thing. I don't want to kill the whole vibe of it, but I am summoning Mark Vientos tonight. Plus 630.
Wow.
Official summons, you said.
First, yeah.
It's official. He's summoned like he has jury duty.
All right, I'm putting it in.
Not bad.
While we're at it, what if we do what time's the oh shit. When does the Yankees race start? Oh, in 3 minutes, son of a
Yeah,
biscuit.
you better get in now.
I was gonna do Rayleigh, Vientos, and McCarthy as like a little fun 3-legger, you know? Shit.
Okay, we can do that.
Let's see
Still
what the
have
odds
time,
are.
don't you?
We got 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes. The clock is ticking. All right, Rayleigh. Did you know that 2 guys in this parlay, Rayleigh actually struck out Vladimir Guerrero Jr. once as a position player? Little fun fact.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that his lone K, or how many Ks does he have?
That was the only K of his career. He was a position player, came in, Vladdy struck out against him. Very embarrassing. I'm struggling.
Who was the third? Yankees, Mets. What was the third game?
Are you kidding me? It's your pick.
Oh, McCarthy?
Oh, Jesus. We're in shambles. What's the third pick?
Let's start over. Hold on a second.
Where's the cream filling?
Oh my God.
What?
You don't remember the old Twinkie commercials?
Stop. Let's stop.
I'm showing my
Now
age
you're just trying to bait me into baiting my ass.
Hold on.
Okay.
It's one. How am I taking 5 minutes to do a simple 3-leg parlay?
Damn, Twinkies are so good, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah, Slothfoot's right. We're betting, half of the guys we're betting on tonight don't have faces. You know that, right?
I'm telling you
Like,
right
I'm
now.
just letting you know that.
All right.
You talk about a betting strategy there. We're betting on the Lowe brothers and guys who don't have faces. All right? I'm with it.
You know what? Sometimes what you got to do in baseball, because clearly chalk isn't working out very well.
No.
All right. We have 1 game left. That's it, right? Yeah, we have Athletics versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. I did have a bet in this game. I think you have to just stick with Mookie here. I don't know. I mean, versus a lefty, he saved my. I gotta bet him again. He saved my night yesterday. Came up big. I actually fell asleep for that game. I said I'm gonna fall asleep because good things happen when I fall asleep. I fell asleep. I woke up. Alvarez home run. Betts home run. I'm like, I just gotta put parlays in and go to bed. You got anything for this? I know you gotta have something for this game, right, Finesse?
Same kind of narrative as you, sticking with it. Trusting the same guys that have gotten you to this mountaintop, if you will. Freddie Freeman. However you want to play that, total bases, whatever you want. Last 35 at bats, he is batting 400 versus lefties. ISO is almost 300. He's gonna see that fastball changer cutter from Hogan Harris, smashes all 3 of those pitches. On the road in the 2 spot. This game is on the road, right? Before I sound, nope,
It's in LA.
it's at home. Nope, it's at home. So, still, if this LA offense gets going, decent chance for 5 at bats. So I like Freddie. I was just looking up what the bases were, so I can give best odds. 1 second. Freddie Freeman, total bases, plus 100 on MGM and a couple other books. So yeah, I like that.
I have something else I want to dabble on.
In this game?
Eytan, do you have something?
Yeah. I do. It's not gonna come off great here, but I think it's worth the play because of the value that I got it. So looking initially earlier in the day, this was at plus 120 for another guy I'm sure who doesn't have a fucking face in Hogan's Harris getting to 5Ks. Now, I understand that when you hear that said out loud, it's like, why is this guy even on the show? He's giving out Hogan Harris against the Dodgers on the road to get to 5Ks. I like the value there. Let's be honest. Muncy, Taylor, Outman, like you get into that bottom part of the lineup, you're going to find some Ks. It's not an automatic that Freeman and Smith in every single at-bat smash. So I think there's an opportunity. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't think this is lights out. Hogan doesn't get out of the first inning, although, look, anything's possible in this godforsaken game that we bet. But I was willing to take a shot at that. Ultimately, you guys are probably going to see these jacks more so than I see the 5Ks. But 10 out of 10 times, 50 out of 50 times, 100 out of 100 times, if I'm placing this bet in these circumstances, I think getting it at 120 to hit 5Ks is worth a shot.
You know,
that's basically me trying to talk my way out of not sounding like a complete lunatic.
You know what? You don't sound like a lunatic.
20.2 K rate. I mean, it's not horrific. He's just not a good pitcher.
It's just
his K percentage slightly goes up for his lefty. He's still going to see, 3 of them in the lineup. So, change him and curve. They're decent, but not anything special. The Dodgers versus those pitchers. So, definitely opportunity out there for him to get those 5.
I think your point though, Finesse, about how fast this can. That's what I'm betting against the clock, right? Like I'm betting how fast is this thing going to be over for Harris, because the Dodgers could end his night fast. If he's out there and this is a slow start, it takes a little bit for the Dodgers, maybe one time through that lineup. To your point now with the lefties and where you are in this lineup, there's going to be some shots there. 5 is a lot. I get it. 5's a lot. He's going to have to spike probably 2 in 1 inning. But, hey, we shall see.
So we have Ahmed Rosario on the LA Dodgers now.
Yeah.
This was a guy that I loved to bet when he was facing a lefty. He loves left-handed pitching. And he's going to be playing with a lot of adrenaline, playing in LA. Plus 280. He's a gap-to-gap guy. Plus 280 to hit a double. I love that. Especially his style of hitting, especially his sprint speed is in like 98th percentile in the league. He can stretch a single into a double. I just love those odds. I think he gets his double in this game. So I'm going to take a chance on it. And I don't care what you guys think. I'm just kidding. Thoughts?
Be yourself, Jerry. Be you, Jerry. That's good enough for us.
All right, so let's do a little recap. Well, we got some games starting up already. If you missed the plays for the Orioles, Rays, Yankees, Orioles, Jays, Yankees, Rays, that game's already started. Cardinals, Twins, I bet on Goldschmidt and Arenado parlayed. Finesse, did you have anything for that game? Eytan?
No, sir.
Nope.
Cubs, Reds, obviously Finesse. He called Bellinger yesterday. Actually broke the scoreboard yesterday. He's riding with him again today. You did have something else in this game, right?
Yeah, everything revolved around Belly and Spencer Steer. So total bases, hit lays, all of that good stuff.
White Sox, Rangers. I didn't have anything.
I didn't have anything there.
I just had the low.
I did go 6 Ks with Smiley, by the way, for what it's worth.
Adolis Garcia.
Home run?
Yeah, why not?
There you go.
Mets, Royals. Obviously, I am summoning Mark Vientos to hit his first home run off a lefty this season.
Wander Franco home run.
Did he hit a home run?
Yep. Shout out Eli.
Fuck.
First AB.
He's not gonna shut the fuck up about it.
He's going crazy in that fucking stadium.
Oh my! Right.
He's actually a Yankee fan. It's gonna be a
Shout
little
out
weird.
Eli.
It's gonna be a weird Yankee
He's a
fan
Franco
celebrating.
fan tonight.
Oh, Eli, you
There's
scumbag.
nothing more magical than betting a guy to hit a home run and he hits it in his first at bat. It's so
right.
so majestic.
First of all, he weighs 140 pounds soaking wet, and he's gonna be wearing Yankee stuff on, celebrating a Ray to hit a home run. He is gonna get fucking thrown off the bleachers. So we'll hear about that after. Diamondbacks,
My God.
Giants. Me and Eytan, we're having a little fun. We're betting on McCarthy to hit a home run. So
Yep.
plus
Yep.
1400,
Yes, sir.
and it's one of
Remember
those.
his first name? Jake.
It's one of those things where it'll probably happen, just because it's like ridiculous. He's plus 1400 to the home run. Why not? Finesse, do you have anything on this game?
Jake McCarthy triple.
Jake McCarthy triple. Jake McCarthy, big day
Love
for
it.
Jake. Maybe he'll hit for the cycle.
I feel like I'm just shitting on your party though. You know what I'm saying? If it's a triple and then strikes out, it's just gonna suck.
Why does it have to
I'll be happy for you. All right. I'm not
No,
Jerry.
that's-
I'll be happy for
no.
you.
I'll be ecstatic for him. Hitting a triple is what, plus 3,000 odds?
Yeah,
For
it's
him?
gonna suck either way. You know, leave that off the board. We're Xing that off the.
No. I don't want to hear it. If he hits a
He
triple,
needs to hit one 400 feet. Okay, not to the corner or anything like that. 400 feet is what we're looking for.
bet both of them.
Trey, you got a point.
I did.
All right, and A's, Dodgers. I have Ahmed Rosario to hit a double. Eytan has Hogan Harris 5 strikeouts, right?
Yeah. I thought maybe you would not bring that one back up. But yeah, I'll stand by it.
And Finesse, did you have anything?
Freeman, total
Freeman.
bases home run.
Total base home run. All right, we went over the time. The producer's looking at me. He's picking his nose right now. He doesn't know I can see him.
I saw it too. By the way, I saw it too.
Yeah, he's picking. Oh, he's eating. He's eating it. Oh man, he's actually
Oh, man.
eating his book right now. I must be muted. He can't hear me.
Pretty damn
Anyways,
gross.
we gotta end this show. We went over the time a little bit. He's gonna kill us.
No, look at it. Look, here he is. We were waiting for you.
Yeah, but did you bet it? Did you bet it?
65, brother. He hit it from right there all the way up there.
Wait, you used Bet 365?
Yeah, because I bet it from New Jersey.
Wow. So you use the book that you curse out all the time. Look at you
Yeah.
growing up.
Leganalytics.com/bet365 or something.
No free ads.
Yeah, but it's I work here.
Not
Okay, I gotta
for
go.
long.
Bye. I gotta go.
Dick.
Shout out to him. Shout out to his mustache.
Oh, wow.
Get this guy out of here. Why do you keep doing this to me? Yes. God.
That's great.
It's the
Anyway,
mustache. It has to be the mustache.
Seriously, man.
He thought I was picking my nose,
I
but
can get
really I
away
was
with one of
texting
those.
Eli, get your ass in here.
you're a jerk. Anyways, God bless. Eli, great call. I tried to anti-summon him, but I must have said the word summon, and they must have got confused. Anyways, we are going to cut it short here. That's it. We've been on for a long time now. When are we back on? I have no fucking idea. Are we doing a show Thursday, Friday? I honestly, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I'm just here. They call me, get on. I'm here. Here's my face. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know if there's a show either Thursday or Friday. But thanks for hanging out. We got some games to watch and some bets to sweat out. Finesse, thank you. Eytan, thank you. My boys, thank you. The producer, you did all right. And we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, fellas.